Hello, everyone, and welcome to the next talk session that we have with Vaibhav Gupta. So, Vaibhav is a Linux kernel wizard who has been a founder member of JODC, and he has been a big source of motivation for us since a long time. And first of all, thank you, Vaibhav, for coming out to, give us your time and taking our time from your busy schedule to give a talk. And we are really excited for your talk, and your topic seems really interesting. So I guess everyone's really curious to know what you're going to talk about. And yeah, so let's begin with the talk, I guess. And if for everyone else, we are going to take questions at the end. But if you have questions in the middle, you can drop them in the chat, and we'll just ask them in the end. But you can ask them in the chat anytime. So we'll pin them towards the end. So I guess we can start with the talk, Vaibhav, and over to you.
Hello everyone. Thank you for such a nice, warm welcome. I guess you guys are too kind for those words, but okay, I'm just among like you guys only. I just graduated this year. There's nothing too much special or something you can say. It's everything is exciting. Let me just first share my screen. Don't show, okay. This way. Entire screen. Yeah. So I hope you all are able to see my screen.
Yeah, now we can see it.
You can see the slides.
Yep.
Yeah. So first of all, welcome to you all because I'm just an alumni of JIT, but still I would like to, from behalf of JIT and the whole team, I'd like to welcome you all for into this hackathon, right? And since this hackathon is about building over an idea, you are going to develop a product or something, service or literally anything. You're going to build a project. So I thought this will be a good topic to like discuss. Perfection is evil. Believe me, really believe me. I'll tell you like in the few slides. I'm gonna tell you how. So yeah, that's just me, and that's my Twitter handle, LinkedIn, Insta, like everything. Don't do other like I go on all the social platforms through this handle only. It's easy to do, right? So the topic is about perfection is evil, right? Since you all will be building an idea, a project, you must know about like where to how to develop a product or how to develop a project. You must not go behind the perfection, like perfection or like making the best. You must have heard these similar quotes like perfection is the enemy of good, or gold plating. Gold plating is a really popular term. Premature optimization is the root of all evil. Like this is a software term actually, the last one. And like these, there are many quotes like this. So what does it actually mean? This means is when you get an idea, when you are supposed to tackle a topic, or you are going to provide a solution to a problem, first make it work. It should at least do what it is supposed to do. Don't go like, okay, I can do this also. Okay, suppose you are making software, my software can do this also, this also, this also, that also. Don't do that. At least suppose you like, for example, if you are ill, you want a simple paracetamol which can like help you in the fever. You don't want a medicine which will do all this kind of stuff. It will like monitor, like it will relax your heart rate also, or it will like keep your stomach good also. You just want a simple paracetamol which can like keep your fever down, right? So that's what it, you want something which should actually work, at least do what it is supposed to do. So let's talk for an example. You are given a task. The task is you have a machine or something, whatever it is, or even your laptop. The task is to click a picture in every 10 minutes and send it to cloud for data processing, right? So what is your focus here? Like many will go, this is given 10 minutes, so the point is it should click picture in every 10 seconds. The 10 seconds should be accurate. Okay, maybe if it is an embedded system or it is running on operating system, it should be a real hard time real time operating system, so that 10 minutes should be exact. No, the 10 minutes doesn't matter. The picture is clicking every 10 minutes. If I'm second like late by 10 seconds also, or 20 seconds also, it doesn't matter. It's not end of the world. The main thing here is data processing. You have to process the data. For suppose I'll be more care about, okay, should I send it to the cloud, or can I set up a desktop over here which can do the data processing? Because the important part here is data processing, because data processing can sometimes can take minutes, 10 minutes, 20 minutes. So in that case, if my picture is 1 minute late, 2 minutes late, it doesn't matter, right? So for example, I'll talk about my current project. I'm working on a Linux distribution, right? The requirement is if there is a change in config file, the config file is required to build a Linux kernel. So if there is a change in config file, or if there is a new patch in the kernel, like security patches are coming, then the kernel has to build again. The whole kernel has to build again, and not just the kernel, the distribution along with that, all the packages, all the softwares, or all the tools which are there, that has to be built again. Right. So what a general person or general developer will do? Okay, I should try to optimize everything. The kernel should be built as fast as possible. So let's go to the Docker image. I'll make a very small Docker image which will run very fast, which is going to build the kernel in a very precise manner in a very limited amount of time or limited amount of resources. But no, it doesn't matter. I'm not developing the kernel itself. When the kernel development goes on, there are like 1,000 patches in each day. Then there is something required. Okay, the kernel has to build again and again. It will be an ideal situation, a perfect situation, if I'm able to like optimize that thing. But that optimization is not part of my project. I don't have to do that, because it may happen the kernel build takes every week or each month, or maybe sometime in my case, sometimes there will be a change once in a year. So if the kernel build is taking time like 10 minutes, 20 minutes, 50 minutes, it doesn't matter. I don't have to optimize that part. My part is that kernel should build, the distribution should get like it should be clean, it should not be buggy. That should be my focus. My focus should not be on all those parts. That is literally doesn't matter. It's an ideal situation, but why am I wasting my resources and time and energy on that, right? So okay, let's go for real time examples. Let's talk about Hike. Not salary hike, of course. I'm talking about the messaging app Hike. I guess many of you would have used that. So you would have noticed when the Hike was released, it was suddenly so much popular. Everyone was using Hike. The notification sound, you could hear it from your friend's phone. You're texting everything. But what went wrong? Can like Okay, I guess it's not that interactive session. That's why I hate online sessions. Sorry. So the problem with the Hike was it was too bulky. It became too bulky. Like if you remember, with Hike, they have an option like security option. If I'm not, let me check. Yeah. So Hike was like they have news app. You can go on and check news on Hike. You have security features. There was an AI. Hike introduced the stickers much before than WhatsApp did. So it was like suddenly they kept on adding more and more and more and more features, and suddenly the app was too big, too slow. Like I don't know about you always, but for me, when I was using it, my that time the phones were not that fast. Like literally the phones were coming with 1 GB RAM, 2 GB RAM. It was a big deal. And at that time, an app with and that like that much bulky app, too much bloated, it was literally very slow. It wasn't doing what it was supposed to do. The main purpose was messaging. It should have focused on messaging. It should have improved its services about messaging. But no, they kept on adding news, AI, stickers, blah blah. It became too bulky. So see, you don't run for perfection. And something is similar happening with WhatsApp now. Of course it is with Facebook, because so they are adding payment system, blah blah, and multiple things. And this is why people are like loving Signal. Those who are using Signal, they are loving Signal because it is fulfilling its purpose. You just want to message someone, use a messaging app. You don't need anything else. If I want to broadcast each everyday part of my life, I can go on Facebook. I can like take a picture of myself, or post it on Facebook, Instagram, whatever. I can do all of that. But I need a messaging app. So just do that. uh, Same with the Facebook. um, so sorry. uh, just, So if you can see this thing is happening not like just to messaging apps. See the Facebook. Earlier the Facebook was so simple. It was just a friendly timeline. You do things, you post it, share with your friends, share your activities. But now it is Facebook business, Facebook blah blah, and your surveys and postings, listings, whatever. It is too much that sometimes people just go check some memes and put down the Facebook. It is not like it is not like earlier people were like, okay, sharing stories, share the movements of their life. Now it's like, okay, I'm just seeing house listings sometimes, or sometimes someone want to sell something, or sometimes some advertisements. Come on. And even there in like, okay, that's now. But let's talk about when the Facebook was developing, and this is why I've written the Facebook, because earlier the name was the Facebook, not the was removed very later. So have, I guess most of you would have seen the Social Network movie, right? So in that movie, if you remember when they were building the social network, the Facebook, so earlier it was simple, literally just a simple social network. People get connected, they share stories and all. And suddenly one of the friend comes to Zuckerberg and asks, "Hey, do you know if that girl is single?" And Zuckerberg be like, "No, I'm not sure." And then his friend be like, "I wish there was some way, if, like someone could just tell they are single and someone could approach them." And that's how Zuckerberg got idea to put the feature of relationship status on the Facebook. See? And just think about if the Zuckerberg would have thought, okay, the Facebook will do this also, this also, this also, this also, relationship status, then posting about information, everything. It would have been so overwhelming. Just think about, like if you are working on any idea, or like your project only, just think about what are the possibilities. And if you try all to implement all the possibilities just now, think about it, because that will be the ideal situation, the perfect situation. If you try to do all of that thing just now, just think about it, how overwhelming or scary it can be. And maybe it happens most of the time that people stop working on that project after some time because of this scary part only, because they try to implement each and everything. Have you seen you would also seen the Silicon Valley, right? The Pied Piper. He literally wrote a simple lossless compression algorithm. That was the base part. He didn't even thought, okay, I'll be able to like implement it in games. I'll be able to make a secure peer-to-peer network. It could be used in data storage system or server. It was simple compression algorithm. That's how you start. The purpose was to compress loosely and compress as much as possible. That was the purpose. Don't go perfection that this will you can see in each and every corner of the world this software will be there. That is the ideal perfect situation, but don't start with that. Don't run for that. Think about what it is supposed to do. Like I'll tell you about my own project in one of my idea. It was actually not an hackathon; it was ideathon. So we were supposed to present idea. So our idea was road detection system. So okay, we made a prototype, hardware, blah blah, Arduino projects, some Arduino, some sensors. It was detecting, it was able to detect road accident. But then we thought, okay, we have this hardware. If we could add up this hardware also, another sensor, we can control the traffic lights also. It will be energy efficient. If we add this thing also, we'll able to manage the traffic, the jams. And we kept on adding too many things. The cost of the product rose, and the complexity was so much that it was like almost next to impossible to implement in a real product. And that is the recipe of a disaster, because we kept running for the perfection, like this is the machine, just install it, it will do everything for you. The country will be like on a new heights, you will be like, it will be a new technical era. But no, it will be impractical. Come on. So just another motivation quotes to you by Steve Jobs. At least that's what I found on internet, because okay, internet said that, Steve Jobs said that. Okay. But this is the Unix philosophy. Write programs that do one thing but do it well. This is literally the Unix philosophy, and that's how the Unix operating system almost work. Like literally there is a single tool. A single tool does one single job. It's not like this tool does this also, this also, this also, this also. No, the ls command, it prints only the files, list of files and directory in a particular directory. It doesn't do other things. It doesn't copy, move, delete. No, it does simply list, and I can pipe the output to do some other program. You can connect these things. Like this is how microservices work. Like you would be using microservices in your idea. I don't know. Like you could be using, but that's what the like philosophy. I'm not going to technical details because it is going to bore you. Literally, believe me, it is going to bore you if I go into technicalities. But that's what the philosophy it is like behind that microservices. A single microservice does one particular job. Like I don't know, like for a few years back, this was the kind of rough map of Uber. I don't know if they have changed. I literally didn't follow. So Uber was like the payment system was handled by one microservice. The map was the like map, the how the map is shown to you. It is handled by one microservice. The listings. Whatever you can say, the list of drivers or list of customers, another microservice, and there were different microservices for different locations so that it is interactable. So you see, one thing is doing one job. It is not like I wrote a very big program, now this is like take it, and there will be a new world. It is going to do each and everything. You don't need to worry about. No, that is not how it works, because that is perfect situation. And perfection, if you think about perfection in your mind, you are not leaving room for improvement, right? Because the world changes. Maybe the demand is different 2 days after. You can't say. And software business, like, why are you focusing on perfecting the software when software business is going down? Okay, I don't know. I like it may seem absurd to you, but think about it. We are going open source right now, right? And in open source, literally, who is buying softwares? We have an operating system, free operating system. The Linux based operating systems are free. Most of the softwares are free. Like for each and every proprietary software, there is a open source free version of it. You can use it. So the thing is, nowadays there is like software business is no more, almost. It is all about services. Like Facebook from went from advertisement to Facebook for business. Microsoft operating system, Windows, but now it is giving Azure cloud services. Like, if you, I don't know if you check the news or not, but Microsoft's major earning is from cloud services only now, not from the operating system. Like Google also, from Gmail advertisements and other things, it is going to cloud services, the GCP and everything. Oh, sorry, GCP and everything. IBM, from a long time ago, it shifted from hardware, software to services. Like ThinkPads were made by IBM, such a strong, sturdy laptops, good software, good hardware, but they sold it to Lenovo. Bye bye. They don't want to handle that. They went to services, and they're example of many companies. Like because no one wants to like go for uh, perfecting the software, perfecting whatever hardware, then because the demand changes, the need changes, the market changes. It's about services. So look at Amazon website. I guess, I bet you all can make a better good looking website than what exactly now the Amazon has. For example, you can even check the Flipkart's website. It is much more good looking than theirs. But do they care? Literally, do they care? Because they don't need to perfect their website. The website is fulfilling its job. The website has just to show the listings, the item, the reviews, the price, the payment portal, everything that is secure, that is scalable, that is reliable, and that's how they are doing it. They don't need to perfect their website, because what will they gain through perfecting their website? A more responsive, more good looking website. Just that maybe sometimes it's heavy, and the people who are having slow internet connection, they won't be able to load the Amazon website in a much faster speed. This affects. You can read blogs about it. The time it takes to load your website affects how much users are going to use it, because sometimes it happens, you must be doing the same. If the website is taking 2 seconds longer, you'll be like, okay, cancel it, I'll check on somewhere else. This happens, right? So don't go for perfection over here. Look for what you need to do. Like, it should do what it should do, at least that, right? That's what I was saying. Like what to do. Your product service should focus on market needs requirement, not on its own perfection. Like as I said, the market changes. If you are developing an idea, it will change. The market will change. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Mm. So yeah, there is no point in wasting resources and perfecting your like. Uh, Take an example of Nokia. They were having 65% of total exports of mobile phones earlier before the Android hit the market, and they refused. Like there was the first proposal for Android phones were to Nokia only, and they said no, we are not gonna do that. And then Android went to Samsung and some other companies. But what happened? They were like they resisted to change because they were busy in perfecting the sturdy phones. But what happened from being to 65% to less than 20% and even more? I don't have the exact data, so I wrote 20%, but that's what happened. Like what is perfect today may be like literally worst case tomorrow. You don't know, you have no idea, you can't predict the future. So the thing is, there is no point in wasting the resources to perfect that idea. Like literally, for example, take the case of Amazon. People literally don't care if the Amazon's website looks good or not. It is loading on time, I'm able to see what I want for search. Like they have a good searching algorithm also. The product I want to find, it is there. The delivery service is good. I'll just go order, got my product, happy. Like this is not some creative website, it is just a shopping website. It's not a creative website where I go and see, okay, this website is not looking good, no, I'm not gonna buy from this website. It doesn't matter for them, right? So they literally don't care. They are not gonna waste resources on perfecting their websites or making it look good. Like it doesn't really make sense. So should we make ugly projects then? No. Make good projects, reliable, scalable. Just don't run for perfection. Literally, no. Because, like I said, there is no point in perfecting, like, if the perfection is not needed, because the market changes, the demand changes, and maybe your idea, which was fulfilling one thing today, may not be fulfilling tomorrow. Um, I have one example, but I didn't research it well. So before, panorama thing, like nowadays your mobile have this panorama feature where you can take 360-degree photos. So the developers who initially bought it through a phone app before, like mobile camera didn't have that panorama option by default, right? So the developers who did the startup, they bought this feature, they made this feature, they made an app. Okay, this app is going to take the panorama images. But then what happened? Phones started coming by default option. Like developers of phone companies started developing their own programs. See, their perfect case scenario went from worst case scenario. So no, why would anyone be like, if I have my phone, if my phone is giving me that feature, why would I go and use another app to get the same output which my phone can already do, right? So I don't want to go on perfecting the app. So I guess you get my point. That's all for now. Sorry, the talk is too short, but I know the talks can be boring, so that's why I kept it short, so that I can have more time for interactive open discussions if you have any. And thank you. That's all.
Thank you so much for that amazing talk. I saw a lot of appreciation comments. Does anyone have any questions? Like, there were a lot of questions in the middle. I have started them, but if anyone has any questions right now, just post them right away.
I have this, and Lynn, isn't it good if you don't have to install different apps for a single thing rather than installing an app that offers everything? Okay. Answering to that question, then why do you need an app? Just build a new operating system and provide all that features. Like literally, if you like, why do you need an app for that? Because then app will be consuming a lot of resources, a lot of RAM, and it won't be able to manage the resource it needs. For example, if your app needs camera, right, and a lot of RAM, and suddenly it needs access to internet connection also, or some other resources all at that time, and maybe the kernel running under that won't be able to give all that resources to one single app. Then your app, that's what happened with Hike. I'm saying it will go slow, it will go bulky, and at some point people will stop using it. Because if I want to click a picture, I just want to click a picture. I don't want to click a picture and write an email at the same time. I just want to click a picture. There is a share option. It will like push my picture to Gmail and I can email it. There is a picture, I click it, there is a share option, I can post it on Facebook. I don't want a single app to consume all my RAM, all my CPU, all my resources and get bulky and slow down.
Yeah, that makes perfect sense. There's another question. Kinda unfair to defend Amazon's website. Maybe two companies have hundreds of things that it shows on the initial load are actually useless.
No. I would be defending Amazon website if they were paying me for that, but I'm not defending that. I'm just saying that they literally don't care because they don't have to care. Do you care? Like, do you have you has it like did it ever happen to you that you didn't order something from Amazon just because their website was not too much beautiful? Tell me. Like
Yeah,
for
I don't
me,
think anyone has
for
ever.
me, for me, it didn't happen because their idea is not to sell their website.
Exactly.
That's what I'm trying to explain. That will be the perfect scenario. Yeah, this will be the perfect scenario if they have a very good website. But do they need it? Does it matter to me, the customer? No, not at all. So rather than wasting time and resources on developing a good, beautiful website, they can put the same energy into making their service, the shopping service, more smooth. Yeah, it is snowing. It was snowing yesterday night. It is not snowing now.
Mr. Frog has a question. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, for those who don't know, where Vaibhav is right now in Switzerland. Geneva, I think.
L- Yeah, like I have 7% because the most commonly used homepage cluttered. Like again, the same answer. They have a very good search option. Just search your product. You, literally, most of the time you get the search. And again, I'm saying Amazon doesn't have to build a very good search engine. You just find your product on Google. Google is a very good search engine, and below you'll find that this product is available on Amazon. This product is available on Flipkart. This product is available on that website. Literally, Amazon doesn't even have to care about their search engine. They just have to make sure that if you order from their page, they provide a good value, they provide a good service, and it gets delivered to you. That's all.
Yep. Even their recommendations are amazing.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. And that the point is like, do one thing but do it good. Don't like this also, this also, this also. No, it's not gonna happen. Suppose like already Google has a very good search engine. No one is gonna beat that. At least I don't think in next decade. So why build a new search engine for a simple website? Just use them. Like Google already, if you, I literally go search for okay, today I need a new headphone. Literally Google will tell me this headphone is available on Amazon at this price, on this website, this price, this price, this price. Literally, I can go on.
We have another question from Aksh.
Okay, do you think that not aiming for new features and improving your perfect might restrictively create innovation? That's what I'm saying. The perfection is a state of mind. If you think that this is the perfect case scenario, right? Suppose for Amazon only, this is a perfect case scenario that website is good, it is looking beautiful, this. But this perfect scenario may not be the perfect for someone else. It yeah, I already wrote it in my slide, I guess, that you should improve. There is a room, there should be a room for improvement, but where to improve? Think about that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that
from
makes
my
sense.
understanding, like you should strive for perfection, but not just too much.
Yeah, like literally you don't need if you don't need all those features, literally you're wasting time and resources. Instead, what you are actually supposed to do, develop on that.
All right, let's take another question.
Does that answer, or is there any confusion to the same question? Because this might be a tricky one. Like, this might be a tricky point to differentiate between improvement and perfection. and innovation, creativity,
I
everything.
mean, I still kind of have some doubt regarding this because, like, I think if you don't think out of the box, kind of, then there would not have been a lot of new innovations that have been made today. So I think those people thought out of the box and, kind of tried to aim for something that is not yet present. That's why they were able to make some innovations.
Again, that's what I'm saying. They thought out of the box to solve one problem, not the all
Okay.
problems of the world.
Yeah, yeah. I mean that.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's the point. Yeah.
yeah. When Apple released the iPhone release was a big bang. Like they solved the problem of iPods, the internet, and the phones. Three things at once. Have you seen that? Even I don't know. There is like the release show is available on YouTube from some 90s something. So that also, he is trying to create one embedded device to do all these things, but he didn't like, okay, now this, like, okay, now it is possible with your phone, you can control each and everything. But that's what I'm saying, the story behind it. They didn't release iPhone in one go. First there was iPod, there was different like, that's what I'm saying. If you think about perfection, you don't know what is perfection. Maybe new technology comes and there is more possibilities that will be in the new perfection. And suddenly if you plan, okay, I will, like, suppose there are no, like, you are in that era where phones didn't exist. Like, now suppose you're thinking, I'm going to develop a phone which will do this, which will once control your home also, which will like go and connect to tower and you can listen to music also. But that music tower system, it is not developed yet, you are still using tape recorder. So suppose your phone is going to be that big. Is that a perfect solution? Yeah, perfect solution for that world, but is it worth it? No.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
getting
That
my
makes a
point?
lot of sense. Yeah, yeah, I do. That makes sense.
Yeah. Any good tech book recommendations? No, I don't think so. Like, I never read any. But yeah, there are good, like one book which I'm reading, which is really good about problem solving. That is At the Back of the Napkin. It is about how to solve a problem with, so, like, you would have heard many people saying, to solve a problem you should at least first write it down, make a picture, okay, this, why, where, how. So this book is all about that.
There was a question in the beginning when you were showing slides about optimization.
Okay.
So Shivam has asked, doesn't optimization matter? Like, what about the performance of the overall application?
That's what I guess I already answered that. Like I told the example of my project, I need to focus on optimization at the, like, how the kernel should be performing when it should be performing on a system. I don't need to optimize the system through which the kernel is built, because it is not like the kernel has to build each and every second. It must be building after 1 week or after 1 year. I don't have to optimize that part. I have
Yeah,
to optimize this part, the thing which I'm supposed to do.
yeah,
That's what I was explaining to him also. The perfection, where you are aiming for perfection, where you are aiming for innovation or creativity, that matters. The perfection is everything is perfect. That is perfection.
mm,
But when you're aiming at your project, that is improvement. There comes your innovation, creativity, and whatever you word you want to use. Perfection is everything is ideal. Everything, literally everything is ideal. That is perfect case.
yeah,
Yeah, so like a project has to have a aim which it needs to perfect. Like it shouldn't try to perfect everything. That's what I
Yeah.
got. We
Like,
have
like
another
that's
question from
the
us. From,
crux of it.
no, that's a cross. Like Amazon is really a good example of that. Their delivery system is like very good.
Mm,
They don't need to perfect their website. They
yeah,
don't need to perfect their search engine. Google search engine is very perfect. Like I can say perfect in this, like, for us relatively it is best.
mm,
But they don't need to have a, delivery kind of system, because if someone wants to shop, Google will just tell them, go to this website and shop, because its search engine is that good that it will send you to the perfect website.
yeah.
Right.
yeah,
uh, any other question?
we
I'm sure
have
Yeah,
there's
like
I think
services
two
into,
more questions.
I guess it's a psychological thing. It's also about money. Why to waste money and resources? That's what I said. because creating a beautiful website is not that easy, because it works on your system, but it has to work on literally each and every system of the world, and somewhere at that places also where internet connectivity is not good, the website has to load on time. If it is 2 seconds load, people are like, cancel. It happens to me also. Sometimes the website is taking long to load, I just literally go and cancel, and I'm doing some other activity. I'm like,
Yeah,
I can't waste my time. 2 seconds, literally, it feels like that. Oh, Erwin sir.
there's
Sir, that only you can tell that. I would rely on your opinion about that.
We are striving for perfection.
that's why we're messing things up.
Yeah, what about being Snapchat, being successful? I don't really use Snapchat, so I really won't be able to tell you like my opinion on that.
I think I read about this once that like Snapchat, the basic thing that Snapchat does really well is stories, and everyone tried to copy that. Instagram was the first one that tried to copy it,
Okay.
and then from there, stories like went everywhere. Even like the most vague apps that don't even need stories, like VS Code as well, I guess now. So like stories is everywhere now. So
LinkedIn
Snapchat,
got it, Twitter
yeah,
got it with
Twitter got
different
it, yeah,
names.
yeah.
It
Yeah,
happens.
but
So
the irony is now no one uses Snapchat stories.
No, people
yeah, people
Snapchat
do
who
actually.
people who are using Snapchat, because some of my friends were telling that security features and some other features are good with Snapchat. Oh, that's what I'm saying. I didn't use it, so I can't give my opinion. But that, like, they are doing well, whatever they are doing. That, as said.
And like from the example that I just told, which really matches with what you just talked about, is that when Instagram copied Snapchat stories, so it worked really well for them, and like Instagram really boomed because of that. So they tried to copy every app out there. So they introduced IGTV to copy YouTube. They copied Instagram Marketplace to copy Facebook Marketplace, and now they're copying Reels from TikTok. So they're copying everything and striving for perfection in every domain, and now people are moving away from Instagram because there's so much there. So
Yeah, it's so much
that's something.
content there. That's what
Yeah.
happening to Facebook. I just go to check there to check memes. uh,
Yeah, so I think
okay.
that was something that really resonated with me when I heard your talk.
And you
uh,
can't perfect your website to do one thing. No. That's again, Mr. Frog, the perfection. If you're thinking everything is perfect, then you are leaving no room for improvement. Because if you have gained that perfection, you think it is perfect. Now, what to do next?
mm, that's true.
Yeah, Reddit is best. Good content is there. Yeah. But see, again, I am not a web developer, but I can make a good looking website. Better than that.
Yeah, that's, I mean, there are a lot of flaws in Reddit, like their video system is pretty
Yeah.
bad in my opinion.
That said, like, you look at very successful projects. If you like, literally, if you look at successful projects, you'll find this. They don't perfect literally each and everything. Like, people hate Windows because of that, because it's too much bloated and heavy, because it literally tries to do everything.
Yeah.
Literally tries to do everything. Earlier, it was okay. It was simple things. MS Paint, people were happy, but then you come with each and everything. That's not. Um,
So if anyone has more questions, you can ask in the chat.
It's the time,
Wait, it
yes.
or,
wasn't.
or even if you want to discuss something crazy, I'm open for it. Wait, it isn't. Stop playing with me.
I was just curious about uh, what
Go ahead.
your day is around, like what your day is like in at CERN, and like what you work on basically, and how you work, some work culture over there, because it's kind of really interesting how CERN works. I've never thought about that, because we always think about big tech companies like Google, Facebook, and everything, and CERN being such a huge company is not talked about a lot, I guess. So, what's your experience?
The thing is with Sun, I'm like, Okay, have you read this book, Linux Device Drivers Development? Anyone? Okay, so this is kind of a god book for us, right? One of the author is Alessandro Rubini. This guy works here. And literally it happened when I came here, and my colleague was like, I have seen the TED talks of these people, I have read books of these people, and now they're my supervisors and they're so humble. So that's the thing. The work culture here is very good, like you'll feel very much welcome. The thing with, as you talked about Google, Facebook, is that when you go to Google, suppose, let's talk about US only. If you go to Google US, it's like they're Americans and then you are some Indian fella, right? But CERN being an international organization, everyone is from different countries, so the situation is actually same for everyone. Everyone is a new environment, so you won't feel isolated or someone, you know, left out or something different. It's like it's same for everyone over here.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah,
point.
yeah. And yeah, it's a plus, it's a great environment, the weather is good, the country is good.
Do
So
you work with
everything.
the LHC? Arvind sir is asking.
The LHC, they won't even let me go down into the tunnels. Come on.
Oh, I also heard about the antimatter lab. Have you been there?
No, because of this Omnicron, the sun went into the red level. Red, like we have zones. So the
Mhm.
most typical zone we are in, and we are supposed to, like, all the visits are cancelled until unless we have very important work, like because like the hardware electrical people, because they need the instruments, only they can go office. So we are strongly suggested. That's how they use the diplomatic words. They don't say no. They say you are strongly suggested to stay at home and work. Yeah, but we can't leave the country. Like if home, like work from home means you have to be here only.
Yeah. Preet is saying talk something related to eBPF.
I don't use eBPF, or I haven't worked on that. I'm really not the right guy to talk on that. I think Windows will manage to do it. Will, no matter how annoying it will be. Okay, there is no, if someone wants, try to build the Linux kernel on that. I guarantee you'll be annoyed. I really guarantee you. In fact, I challenge you that you'll be annoyed. Come on, give me some examples. Which because I literally forgot. I haven't used Windows since 5 years. What are things you get annoyed to do on Windows? Come on.
Windows search sucks,
No, bro.
and you can't even replace it.
See, the thing is, I don't hate Windows. It is really good. Like if you are into finance, like share markets, or the softwares are Windows supported. Okay, if you are a poet, writer, or photographer, all those things, Windows is good for you. It's just that what is your use case? For my use case, no, it sucks. It really sucks. For my use case, it
Yeah.
is not the best choice. It is like it is good again for their, it depends on the requirement.
Yeah. I mean, for people who are like not really well
Into tech
versed
stuff,
with technology,
yeah.
yeah,
I guess at least it is perfect for them, because they really don't have to, as you said, they really don't have to care about anything. Windows will manage everything. It will, if it doesn't have drivers, it
Windows
will
is a
go
good
on
option
site
for them
and
because anything.
yeah, it will give you a good support. But for me, I want things in a particular manner. I don't want things in the manner they want. I want things to be done in my way. So
Yeah.
I need something which I can control.
Updates
No,
is a
that
big.
I I can't send nuclear codes, because yes, this is a nuclear research center, because but this is not that kind of Chernobyl center. So yes, there are nuclear radiations, but not that harmful ones.
Also, Mr. Frog is Pranshu, sir, if you know him.
Yeah, I guess that. I guess that. I don't know why I guessed that.
Yeah.
Hey man, can you come, like can you turn on your video, Mr. Frog?
Mr. Frog would like to join the backstage. I can invite him.
Yes.
Wait, I just shared in the link. So let's see. Also, uh, Windows updates every time.
Yeah,
Is that a
because
problem? I don't think that's a problem. The problem
yeah,
is
be-
unintended window updates. Like,
yeah, because they have to support. They are supposed to do what they have to do. They have to support everything. Is they have to be scalable and reliable from their side. As I said, they are in control, not me.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Yeah, the only reason why Windows is still standing is because of its market share.
yeah,
People are just used to it and they can't get rid of it.
and plus the thing is, their main businesses now, I guess, mostly cloud services, the Outlook, Azure, and everything. Because I see most of the companies use Outlook webmail there, like as a backend tool over it. They apply their company keys and everything. But yeah, that's how they are working right now. Almost all the technic companies, big tech companies, are into uh, services now.
That's how they. I don't want to say this, but that's how they maintain their monopoly.
Yeah, that's how they are doing it. Because that's what I said. Like earlier, the monopolies was through operating system, but now the software industry is going down because we have open source alternative. You see why Nvidia is not open sourcing its hardware, because hardware is not yet that much open source. Once it is, Nvidia won't have any option, but then they will also go into services. Thing is, the software industry doesn't, like, it's not, you can't say, okay, I'll build a new software and I'll earn money from it. Someone in very far distant corner of the earth will make an open source alternative, believe me, as soon as you release your software. Yeah, he didn't come on the backstage, Mr. Frog, please.
We're trying to.
Wait. Thoughts about risk 5? Yeah, risk 5. What exactly? Be specific, please. No, uh, allowance. Okay. No, no, seriously. What exactly about risk? We like what exact context you want to know about risk 5?
Also, another question by me.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah. Shivam,
did you
this.
study COA subject?
Yes, I did, and I liked it,
Did you
and I
love?
hate.
Oh,
Yes, I
wow.
did.
Damn.
Interest. I was lot. I was interested in processors and each and everything. I'm like more. I don't like literally hardware, just a bit above it, hardware and software where they interact and meet. That part, I love that. So that's why I like that subject. In fact, I even opted for the microprocessor next
Oh
one,
my god.
which comes after CA, but it got cancelled because there were not enough students, and I was
Yeah,
sad.
that sucks. That sucks. I don't know why they have this thing. They
Yeah.
cancel all. Yeah, folks got result out today for COA.
Okay, okay, okay. Yeah, in terms of marks, that is a scary subject. I like literally theory. In theory part, I didn't do well. Only the lab examination, I like my assembly codes were working really very well.
Oh, and
Yeah.
we didn't even know like what to write in the assembly, in the lab tests and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, because this also happens. People start focusing on language. Don't do that. Language is just like you're communicating. You're telling computer what to do. Just think about the logic. Like you can implement loop with the help of assembly also. If you want to
mhm,
do if else, that can be done with assembly. So you know how to do if else, you know how to do loop, you know how to do variables. What is stopping you from writing a program?
exactly.
Okay, he's joining. No, you won't regret it.
Did you like focus more on just reading stuff on your own, or did you focus on your marks in like college?
I'm being frank. My CGP is 7.5.
Okay, wow.
Conclude from that.
Some of us are lower than that, but yeah. I mean,
No,
it's
7.5 because of online exams.
oh my god.
I was 6.8.
Oh my. Wow. I have hope now.
Yeah.
I mean, it's actually great that you didn't just run towards the marks and read stuff on your own.
No, I did try to go for marks. Like,
Mhm.
I'll tell you how my marks looked. First semester 7.8.
Oh my god.
Second semester 6.6.
Like a roller coaster.
Definitely.
Okay.
Oh
Oh my god,
wow.
yeah, that's it.
Sir,
Hey, man.
sir, thank you for showing up, sir. Thank you so much. It's an honor, sir.
It's an honor for me too.
No, it's an honor for me, sir. Last time I tried to video call you, you were like, okay, next time. Next time didn't come.
Yeah, last time I guess we um
It was random
last
actually,
time
man. Uh,
I
yeah.
just didn't know about him or something
yeah, so
because
so
my
yeah, Pranshu will tell us about why Windows is good.
yes.
yeah,
Yeah,
Windows is
yeah.
um I
Uh,
can't think of anything right now,
You
but
have to be devil's advocate and just
it's
speak
not
something about
something to be
Windows.
discussed upon, right? I mean, that's one of the things you need to just accept and move on, right?
right.
Am I okay? This is not how I look. I just want to
Me
clear that.
too.
Like, yeah,
Lightning is not very good.
yeah.
Like, okay, I do
It's
some, like, see the camera focus. Like, I don't know why the camera focus like that. If I do, okay, again down. So I
yeah.
don't know. It's
Yeah,
like
it
Hollywood
should be
movies.
like flipped this way, but for some reason it's
Oh yeah, the mirror thing.
I look
Yeah.
different in meat, right? So
I look different in all the apps. Zoom different, this different, Meet different,
yeah.
WhatsApp call totally different.
What's it for?
So how's life there, man? How's
Oh,
life
it's
at
good.
CERN? And I see the status updates every now and then, and the cycling thing that's going on for a while
Uh,
now.
yeah, it's going good.
So
Because
how are the
it's
temperatures there? Like how low does it get?
uh, right now it's 0 degrees.
Damn,
Yeah,
that's that's I can't
yeah.
live there, man. I can't even think of it. Like I'm shivering right now, and it's I don't know, it's 9 degrees or 8 degrees or something.
You'll be fine because you'll have to walk a lot over here, so you'll be warm. Don't
Yeah,
worry.
but yeah, but I need to eat, right? I need to just get everything like every half hour. I need to eat something, and not just like candies and those rice health things that.
Okay, okay. now, now you're giving me a
Yeah.
torture. But you can cook.
Yeah.
Okay,
So
it will
actually,
it will take it will take half of your day, but you can cook.
yeah, I actually, double down on that. I have really improved my cooking skills.
Oh,
I'm
really?
not even kidding about this. If there's anything that I see on the screen and I know I need to have that, I don't care if I need to like order just one thing that's coming from like Tamil Nadu or some shit. I don't care. I want it right now and I want it. So I just get all that and I cook. I tried to cook fish, but it ended up really bad. So my kitchen was smelling for one day. But yeah, I still try, and yeah, I don't let my spirits go away. So yeah,
When I cook,
there's
when
a
I cook,
yeah.
when I cook, my roommates don't even dare to, like, literally even come near to the kitchen. Entering the kitchen is will be a very big step for them. They can't even come near to it.
Yeah.
They are not
I
used to the spices.
I can yeah. They don't eat many spices there on the west side. But yeah. Um, a very interesting thing that I would like to disclose right now is Weber was the one who introduced me to Vim.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's a big disclosure actually, because he's always preaching about Vim on Discord, and like he's kind of the lead evangelist for Vim in GeoDC right now. So to get to know that it's all coming from Vaibhav, so it's kind of a
See,
big thing for us to know.
that's the gist of my presentation. I need a lightweight editor. I don't even use the plugins. Literally, there is no plugin in my Vim. A simple, you can reinstall it, and I'm happy to work with that because I just need a lightweight editor, nothing else. That's why I praise Vim, because it gives me that. I don't want anything else.
Yeah, but you heard about COC, right? They spoiled all that lightweight thing with that. Once you install COC, there's no going back.
Okay.
Like it installs all these language servers, and there are 10 different node processes running. Node.js is a discussion for some other day, but uh, how much I
Yeah,
love
Mr.
JavaScript, but
Contribute. Yeah, he's a core
yeah.
contributor on Node.js. You should be discussing that actually.
I
You know,
have actually grown
I
to.
was so happy. I was like, okay, this guy is trying, and suddenly I see a status. Oh my God, he's a core contributor, and I literally put the status of my LinkedIn. I'm the friend of a core contributor of Node.js. I promised him I'll do that, and I did that.
Yeah.
And like it was,
I'm
yeah,
not a core contributor, but yeah, I'm a collaborator. That's it. But right now I have, so I
For
use
us,
JS
it's
so much that I grew to hate it. I'm not I'm not I'm not like making this up. I grew to hate it, and I actually have very practical foundations that I have built this hate upon. um,
care to elaborate.
it's probably going to take a while, but yeah, it's more about this. I think we can do that in a different um,
No,
meet.
no, no.
But yeah, it's.
This time is good enough. This time is good enough.
I just don't like how. Okay, so just to start off with that, I don't like how things are
Just
structured
sorry to
there.
interrupt. Just a minute. Just a minute. You guys are not going to post it officially on YouTube, right?
They are, so
it
that's.
is.
Okay.
This is actually being recorded.
We'll do it on a personal call then.
Yeah, it, yeah, I guess it's more about you right now than me. So yeah,
No, no, it's about all of us. It's just that it
I
was
mean
a
you're
talk.
the
Talk is
main
done. It's
speaker.
about
I think.
discussion now. No, I'm done.
Yeah,
I'm
it's
done.
just an interactive session now at this point.
Yeah.
We're done with the talk.
Yeah. To be honest, when he contacted me on Telegram, I was like, okay, the notification has come. I'll reply to him. But then after 2 or 3 days, I literally forgot. Then he texted me on WhatsApp, and I said, "Oh my God, I forgot to reply him." Then he said, "Okay." I said, "Okay, I'll do that." And till the time, see, that's why I told you, remind me 4 to 5 days back because I forgot again that I have to do something.
Yeah.
And I literally prepared my slides in morning. Just now I completed it. That's why the talk is so short. I don't,
Are there?
That's
Yeah.
pretty much
Are
that's
there
kind
any
of pretty
questions that
much
we can
how
take?
this hackathon has been.
yeah. So
Sorry,
how did
can
you
you?
guys like? How did you guys like? Come up with all this, and how did you prepare? Because see, I'm being very honest, during my time, me, Pranshu, and we all teammates, we literally tried to pull such thing, and it was a nightmare. So how did you guys
Yeah,
like,
I still.
we let's talk about you guys. How did you do it? You are on the spotlight right now, come on.
I mean, I think one of the reasons that made it a little easier was it being online. So there's a lot of logistics that we didn't have to care about, like the venue and everything. So, and like having people on the venue at all times. So there was a lot of stuff that we were like not to care about, but like still there was a lot of stuff that we have to manage, and with like not such a big team and not so many volunteers, it's kind of hectic sometimes. But still, I mean, we kind of planned it all in just over a month, and then suddenly our college announced exams, uh, and then we just had to like take a break in the middle, quite a long one actually. So we were so like most of the preparation was done in the last 20 days, I would say, because of exams. So like in the last 20 days, we have created the website because like some people did a really good job on making the website and putting it up
Yeah,
on time.
website is good. Website is really good. I really appreciate that.
Yeah, so thanks a lot for that, first of all.
No,
And
because it was so good. My first impression was that because you collaborated with Folio, I thought they would have given you a template and you just put on your stuffs. But then I realized no,
no,
it
no,
is
it's
built from scratch. Yeah, it's good. It's really good. It's that good.
and then like it was kind of the first time we approached a lot of sponsors for an OSDC event. So we had to like email them a lot, communicate with them on calls and stuff. So it was a good experience all in all, I would say. Like we got to learn a lot of new stuff, and a lot of the new folks who are in the team this year, they really stepped up and took initiative. So it was a good experience for everyone, I guess.
Right. Hmm,
Honestly,
it's
we hope
amazing.
for a offline hackathon though, because
Yeah,
stuff is not easy as well in online, and it's not
yeah. I mean, sure,
interactive. Like,
it's not interactive. That's the
I
biggest thing
mean,
I
if we had a
think.
choice, like we would save money and just do an
Do it
offline
offline.
hackathon right away.
Oh,
Also, the
Shivam just okay. Shivam, I'll reply you if you can like text me the like personal text me because we just shifted from the zone and we are in a different zone right now. Yeah, I'll reply to your question on a personal chat or something. Okay.
Did he mention that I motivated them? Like I was the one behind all this?
Yeah,
definitely.
they did, and
Yeah,
that's why I said call Pranshu online. Come on.
yeah, yeah. It only makes sense because you have to credit the person who's behind all this, right?
Yeah,
Definitely,
yeah, for sure.
definitely. Hey, come on, man.
Plus,
You were the one to motivate me for our time also, yeah. Come on.
so that
He's
was that actually happened. We motivated each other. So I
Yeah.
motivated him first, and then he told me that you should become a collaborator or something, and then I actually did. So he became a mentor at that time, LFX mentor, and then I became a collaborator, and I just stopped there, I guess. But this dude just kept on going, so he just stopped in
Man,
Switzerland.
man, that I'm not going on right now. We both are like exactly now that situation. We need to go up again right now. It's just that
Yeah.
it suddenly changed everything, like because actually the dynamic changed, the online thing, and then jobs suddenly started things. But yeah, we'll come up again.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I'm highly motivated by Ujjwal, sir. Like he maintains his job, he maintains Telegram servers, he maintains IRC.
he's actually coming to have an interactive session tomorrow with us. So you
Yeah, I
can
saw
attend
the
that if you
website.
want.
I mean, how does he do that? One theory is like he literally would have called another version of him from another multiverse. So like two, three Ujjwals are right now here, each doing some other stuff. That's my theory.
Does feel like that sometimes. Actually, it does.
Yeah, it does. I'm like, I'm too tired. I have to reply these messages. No, I'll do tomorrow. Then tomorrow, totally forget it. And he's like, you sent something and come on, let's start the discussion.
He actually, we even met up with him. Like he actually created this group called BeerJS, which is a
Yeah,
common
I saw, I saw.
other countries, I guess. So we met up, and he was trying to make it weekly, but because other people couldn't come, we couldn't continue that. But he was still ready to meet every week, and I was like, how does he manage all this to come every week and meet? So it's quite amazing, actually.
Yeah.
I mean, Pranshu sir for sure would have been like this if he wouldn't have bought his PS5 right now.
exactly.
Right. Yeah, my
Just
roommate's
like
PS5 is
that's
just sitting in front of me.
But you know what's better than this? It's this, right? So let me tell you something. So I got an HDMI switch and I hooked my
Okay.
PS5 and laptop to it. And all I need, like, if I'm in a meeting and it gets boring or something and I don't want to be a part of it, you can see the buttons there, right? I just toggle
Yeah.
it. Let's back to gaming.
You are a motivation, sir.
Yeah.
You are. Come
Role
on.
model for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
So,
that's a motivation you don't want.
no, we want because in my early days there were so many meetings, so many meetings. I was like, in half of my meetings, I was almost asleep. I was like, I need to do something, but there was nothing. Come on, I'm the boring guy. Come on.
Yeah. Are there any like general questions that I can answer in the chat? I would
Yeah,
love to.
someone wanted to know about eBPF. You can tackle that.
I'll need to ping my team member for that, Divyansh. Also, Divyansh is now working with my team. Yeah, he's in my
Wow.
team now. Yeah,
Oh
I
wow.
got him in. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, that guy doesn't share news anymore with me.
I I think he's probably busy with the setup or something. But yeah, he should. I think he's not very busy right now. So yeah.
Yeah, text him or else like you also have like at least much better idea than me, so you can tackle that something. They just what exactly the question was. Okay, talk something related to EBF that you can do. Come on.
I don't have the slightest idea, but I just know that we would be integrating that in Look. And
Okay.
Look is like a container storage thing. So there are PVs and PVCs, basically persistent volumes that you hook your controller to. I'm saying controller, container to. So whatever is there, it gets stored in there. So we would be using eBPF in that flow somewhere. And that's all I know. Divyansh, actually, it's been about less than a week, and he's already talking with the senior engineers on how to integrate that.
And I
So
guess he also
yeah,
worked on the code of that EBPF, if I'm not wrong.
yes, yeah, he
Yeah,
worked with the
so
Podman team. He worked with the eBPF code, and he's now trying to get it in Look.
so
And
he's a better guy to talk about if you really want to talk about eBPF because guy has worked on the code of eBPF, so he has more idea than us.
yeah, join the Discord server. You'll find him there. Preet
Yeah.
Mungara. Yeah, just ping him. His handle is I think DJ Steves or something. So
Yeah,
If
and
that hasn't changed till then.
how did you become Mr. Frog? Why?
You
it's
were
a
Mr.
very.
Mr. Frog.
Mhm.
What
I just
what
had that image in my phone, I guess.
We have
Uh,
rituals at JODC server. It's one of them.
Yeah, I have
he's
many.
he's 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 everyone. He's changing his name on Discord every 2 days, so he can be a totally new person the next day, and you won't even know it's him. So you can never recognize him by the name itself.
Yeah,
Like
track
that's
his
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 split.
split
track his IP.
Yeah,
multiple personality disorder, right?
Yeah, like Batman split.
In your case, it's multiple nickname disorder.
yeah. I mean, the shit posting remains the same. It's just the nickname that changes. So we recognize you through the shit posting, but not the nickname.
I told you I got an idea that it
It's
might be
not.
him.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
mean, it was. I was kind of shocked when he said, "Yeah." I kind of thought it's him. So I was like, "Yes."
it's not about the name. It's
It's
about
about
sending a
Bro One.
message. It's about sending a message, right?
Rexa God, is that you? Yes, he's Rexa God. Yes.
Yeah, I think in Living Senior is someone from Among Us as well.
Okay.
I don't think so because they would have recognized you in one go. I don't
Pranchu.
think
Pranchu,
like
wow.
I've had a lot of free time on my hands,
You're
which
so
you can
popular,
see.
man.
Yeah, that's one way to put it.
Arvind sir,
Yeah,
that only you can tell because you have had many experiences, more experiences than us.
yeah, Adventure helps me shitpost from time to
No, no,
time. Yeah.
no. Arvind sir asked a good question. Like only he can answer, I guess.
I didn't know if I should have filmed this, but I am gonna do it.
Just for context for everyone.
Okay, talk about Windows to a person who loves Linux. You will understand what is love. That's my answer to you. Or talk about PS5 to any programmer.
Amazing answer.
You'll know the love.
Yeah, absolutely. Talk about HDMI switches also.
Yeah, because that's keeping your love with you all time.
Yeah, it's on every. Yeah,
Okay, nice.
like
So what's
yes.
new? What's newer than PS5? Like what else you're up to, man?
Um, I think we should probably do that on a private call.
No, I'm talking about development projects only.
Yeah,
That other things I'll do. Yeah.
I guess I just moved on to Golang and all that
Okay.
stuff. So yeah, just Kubernetes and um, everything that's there in that particular ecosystem, all those popular repositories. Look, contributing to work now, so
Oh
that's
wow.
new.
And
But
any side
yeah,
project, personal projects like you're doing right now?
not really. I already like I'm just swamped with work. Like I make notes. You can see, right?
Yeah.
This is I was supposed to work on this, but I was working on this all night yesterday, and it got cancelled, as you can see, right? As you can
Yeah.
see, and now this is the new requirements. So guess who's working today night, right? So that's a pretty nice job Ujjwal has, and yeah, but yeah, it's interesting work for me, and yeah, I do it because I really want to. Yeah,
So I guess
No,
if
it's a
someone
very
has any questions about DevOps related stuff, you can ask them in the chat.
yeah,
definitely.
sure,
I'll
sure.
paste the Discord link. Otherwise, you'll be missing out.
Yeah, yeah.
What is the staired message? Why can't we use metrics client for texting? It's okay. Okay, these are the questions. Okay, okay. Sorry. Why didn't you guys use Zoom?
Aryan will
We
answer that.
wanted to we wanted to stream stuff, and we could have used Zoom webinar thing, but StreamYard was probably more
No, because
better
in Zoom
suited
I
for
can
us.
literally adjust for this dim light and my face will be not
Yeah,
be
I
half
know,
in
right?
shadow.
I think the problem with Zoom is that you have to operate an OBS along with that to stream it on YouTube. But
Okay.
with
No, no,
StreamYard, I guess
Zoom
that's
has
one.
this webinar thing where you can stream to YouTube, but I think that's
Okay.
paid and stuff. And we had
So
money for
eventually,
that.
that's the reason that we had, right? So we can't stream it through Zoom. So we had to use StreamYard to stream it to YouTube.
But this new question, what about reverse Q&A? Ah, Pranshu has literally a lot of good questions. He can ask you all guys. Come on.
I'm sorry, what was the question?
I
What
just
about
went.
reverse Q&A? Like they want us to
Okay,
ask questions.
awesome.
Yeah.
You will
Oh,
ask and be answer, but
see, he got excited.
how does that work though? Because that's just a chat thing, right?
Yeah,
Um,
no, these people
they
will
can only
note down
answer
the
over chat.
no. These people will note down the questions, and they were already doing some Q&A on the Discord,
Ask them
I guess.
COA. That will make them cry, man.
They just got the results. Come on,
Yeah,
have
just today.
have some mercy.
I would ask one thing that's
Yeah.
coming to my mind right now. What do you guys expect as of now from your seniors and not just me, but all the alums that are active right now, what could you possibly think that they could help you out with? Not like just by providing generic stuff, not stuff that you can already find over Google, but something like referrals or experience that only we can tell you about. So what
Yeah.
are your expectations from us? Is
Yeah,
that
that's
a
and, that,
good
and
question?
that's a very nice one. Like, if you have something very specific, you can leave it on Discord, and they like then alumni can be more like they could know that what exactly in what way we can help you. Because earlier it was easy. We were in college. You can just come us and have coffee with us, and we could talk. That's what we did actually.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, we literally troubled our seniors a lot. Come, like they didn't have any personal time in college. They are free, and we are with them. Okay, doubt sessions. So
Exactly.
yeah,
Exactly. We tried to do GSOC from Sugar Labs, both of us. Like we were interested, not tried to, but we were
yeah,
interested when Aman sir did that. And
yeah,
then we thought about doing it, but I think Vaibhav was he switched to whatever his interest was. He knew what he had to do, and he just switched like on the same day. I think to
yeah.
I think yeah, our times,
It,
right? Yeah,
yeah, at times, yeah. So yeah, that was actually not the switch because remember that day Amansa told us like it will be easier for us if you are doing what you like. So you also switched. Come on.
yeah. I
Yeah.
talked to
So
Laske, the
yeah,
maintainer for Sugar Labs, and I actually tried to contribute, but I just saw the UI and it was just, man, it was not very something that I wanted to be a part of. But yeah, I thought I should do something more interesting or with a more lively community or something. So I I talked with Gaurav Sachdeva. He's in CureFit right now, and he
mhm,
was the one who introduced me to Public Lab. Yeah,
yeah,
and I also found out that Ujwal sir did that,
yeah,
did his GSOC there. So
yeah.
I
I
think
And
that
thought, why
trend
not?
has
referrals.
been continuing. Like even
Yeah,
I did my GSOC only because of Pranju sir. Like he told me about SIF and I just liked it and I did.
I told you he's God. This is why I
He's
liked
God.
his nickname,
Rexa
Rexa God.
God.
Yeah, don't change it again, man.
Yeah, the extra god was inspired by Raizo Kukin actually. So
Yeah,
yeah, the
yeah,
R, the thing that it starts with an R and not any other alphabet was just because I started thinking with something with R only because Daiso Kuken was starting with that, and I also wanted to have, like Ujjwal told me about this identity thing, right? That your CV should not be your PDF, but Google itself. So when you type in Rexagod and it shows just
yeah,
you, so
yeah.
that's
And
something, or Varodec, or yeah. So
that's exactly what he said. Like I guess
yeah,
he said this also in a meetup. I was there in a meetup. He said something very unique. So I just came up with the random alphabets and okay, sounds good. I didn't even know like
yeah,
we- it like now it is common for me where like okay, but earlier it was like okay, this combined. Okay, this is going to be something like this because I just googled. Okay, nothing exists like this. Now it will.
yeah.
Yeah. No,
So yeah,
but this guy, like Rexagot did also suit you. Like this guy is really motivating in various ways. Like because I've seen, and literally first semester and almost second semester, I was lazy AF, and I've seen this guy working and the way he works, how much with I just can't tell. He literally inspires me a lot in that way. Like if you give him something project and he's very interested in it and he can pick this project from here to here in just one night, just like that. No,
thank you for
really,
the
man.
kind words.
Not just kind that man. I just went, I heard like this guy was working on chatbots from first semester, believe me.
Yeah, I had the internship there, and they wanted me to work on chatbots, and I don't
See,
have a very happy, kind of happy memory associated with that, because one time I had to work for like 48 hours straight.
but
Straight means straight, like not nothing, no one's not even a minute of sleep. I
that's what
was
I'm
Okay.
saying.
just
Because you can do it. Someone will say me 48, they'll find me sleeping 4 hours later and they'll kick me out. Bye bye.
yeah, I guess JavaScript
Okay.
was very
Yeah, that's
nice
what I'm
thing to
saying. I've
learn.
seen you working, man. You are like totally into it. When you work, you work. That focus is like literally some different kind of focus. Yeah. Okay. Someone
Well,
told about. I was just about to say about referrals. Apart from the opportunity owners you're involved in with. Okay. Uh, I would really love to, but I keep on saying with a heavy heart. My organization has no system of referrals. Like literally no referral system. Like Sun works in a really different way when it's come to hiring. I can tell you about that. I guess I also wrote a post about it because it is not an company. It is not. It is a research organization. Think of it as a university or something. It is a research organization, plus it is an international organization, so there are various factors. You know, the number of Indians who can work in CERN also depends how much India contributes to CERN in terms of money. This also happens. So yeah, you can say I'm on a government job on site. So this thing is, and plus when it comes about selection, they don't have an open position like general companies have. We have an open position, you'll be working on this. No, that comes very rare from Sun if they urgently need a position to be filled. Otherwise it is a program for them. Like for me it was a fellowship program. So in that, you just sell yourself, what you are best at, what are your capabilities, your recommendation letters. Come on, this is I told you it is not a company. They literally need recommendation letters, not one, three. And you just submit that, you sell yourself what you're good at, and then it will go into a huge pool where the initial team will just sort out, okay, this is some level we want, and then they will send this database to each and every department, each and every section, and if someone has a need, they'll call you up. It may happen you are the expert of your team, but you can't work here because they just don't have the ongoing project for you.
yeah,
um
there's fellowships,
Do
right?
you
I mean, at the there's some point of the year when they have this openings. CERN.
Yeah, yeah. May committee and November committee. There are two committees, selection committees, in a year.
so
Yeah,
do you
in a
like have a
broader.
fixed
Sorry.
I was just asking, do you have a like fixed duration of the fellowship, or is it like
Yeah, fixed
it can
duration it is.
continue for?
No, no,
Okay,
no. None of the opportunities are in Sun or of like infinite amount, except the ICs.
okay,
ICs
got
like
it.
they are literally infinite kind of contract kind of thing, and that is very rare. That is
Okay,
literally
got it.
very rare. And I don't think being an Indian I can apply because that IC is available only for EU. I guess that's what yeah.
So how long is your fellowship?
2 years, but it can
Okay,
extend to maximum of 3 years, like total for
okay,
that
got it.
extension. Yeah, 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 of course, like the next, yeah, in a general sense, on general sense, like it is common. Like he said, Pranju said he got one of his junior in his team. We of course, if we see capability in you, of course, this is the purpose of referral system. We would of course refer you if you are a good candidate and we have worked with you, we have seen working you, or we know your capabilities. Of course, sure. No one is going to say for your referral to refer you, because
Yeah,
it will be actually good for us also, because just take the case of Panshu, like now he is working with Divyansh, at least he has got a buddy over there. So it's good to people work around people of like-minded.
yeah. By capabilities, he meant like just sending a biryani to my home.
Yeah. Yeah, for him, you just send 2 plates and next day you'll get the call.
Yeah, no complications at all.
Yeah, record that. This will go into bribing.
It's going on YouTube.
Yeah.
Everyone has seen this. And we're sending this to Red Hat.
Yeah.
And that's it for you.
Now it won't have an internship.
Damn.
Anyways, I think you all should join tomorrow's talk as well with Utkarsh sir.
Ujjwal sir.
Ujjwal sir. Yeah.
Utkarsh
Man,
Gupta.
really?
Yeah.
No,
Really?
I mean someone missed that.
Come on.
Someone replaced his
There's a
name
backstory. There's a
entirely.
backstory to
Yeah,
this
there's a
actually.
backstory.
They paused his name to bits and pieces, and they just put something. I thought Utkarsh Gupta. Yeah,
Yeah.
they replaced him.
And nobody noticed it, and it was shown on the stream.
In the opening
This
ceremony,
show,
someone
it's
made a
on YouTube
typo.
right now.
Yeah, it's on YouTube as well, unfortunately. But he's coming tomorrow. Ujjwal Sharma is his correct name. He's coming tomorrow for a talk, and it's at 6 p.m. I guess tomorrow, at Indian time. So you, if that's something
It's
that you can attend,
2:30. Oh, no, I won't be
Ah.
able to. Weekends
you
are
will
like,
have you will have the
yeah,
recording. You can watch
yeah,
it
I have the
anytime if you want.
recording.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
I'll be
just for
busy
everyone
as
else,
well.
yeah,
Um,
busy in eating biryanis
yeah,
because after you have said that,
PS5.
I'm betting many are going to send you biryani.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah,
I don't have anything to say. Like, sir, are you busy? I guess. I mean, I don't know, man. I have this in my hand right now, so I'm not very busy, I guess.
conclude, make your own conclusions.
Yeah. I like
Yeah,
to tell people, yeah, I'm busy. Talk to me later, man. This is not professional behavior.
yeah.
I
Okay,
guess we
shall
should call
we?
it a day. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah.
So thank you. Yeah, you can go ahead.
Yeah, don't go anywhere, Pranshu. I'm calling you on a personal call. Then we can
Okay.
do some. We can talk about unspoken things,
Um, I'm not sure what that means, but
which we can't see on YouTube live session.
okay.
Yeah,
Also, if folks wanna have their questions answered, do join our Discord and we'll be there
yeah,
always.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
Thanks for
Thanks,
having
guys.
me. All the best and have fun. Bye.
Everyone,
Bye.
thanks Vaibhav sir, thanks Pranchu sir.
Yeah. Thanks.
Thank you so much.